Up on Mountain News this morning, a special deputy shot and killed his girlfriend, then killed himself at a home in Lee County. And a man is suing a Kentucky state trooper after he says he was tased during a traffic stop.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this Wednesday, June 18th. It's now 5:31 this morning. And Megan, it's been a bit of a dreary start to our Wednesday. I know, not the Wednesday I wanted to go into on our midweek check-in, we'll call it.
Yeah, unfortunately not. It is one of those rainy starts to your day, and it's just going to be a rainy day all day long. Even seeing those storm chances return into the forecast later in the day. So let's kind of break down what you can expect this morning. Some good news is it's not incredibly foggy today. I mean, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s. And as we look across the area, that's about what you can expect. Heading into the afternoon, though, we will see those temperatures warming into the mid 80s for most of the area, seeing some upper 80s as you travel more towards the northeast, since they are the last to see that rain later today. Here's a look at that live pinpoint Doppler radar. All in all, nice and clear this morning for some places. However, others are seeing the scattered rain chances that will continue for the next couple of hours. Here's a look at that day planner. As you're heading into the mid-morning mark, we'll have a little bit of a break from the rain, but storm chances do pick up as we head overnight. Highest chances for storms will be overnight Wednesday going into your Thursday. Amelia.
Crews in Knox County responded to a house fire yesterday morning. The Richland Fire Department got a call just after 9 about a structure fire on Hughes Branch off of North Kentucky 11. 4 trucks and several firefighters responded. They determined that the house was abandoned and also performed a thorough search through the debris and found no evidence to indicate anyone was in the home at the time of that fire. Police in Laurel County arrested a Washington County man after they found drugs in his vehicle. It happened last week when officers with the London Police Department received a report about a man slumped over in a vehicle with the driver's side door open at a Dollar General. After police say they discovered signs of impairment, Nicholas Phillips was arrested. During a search of his vehicle, police found suspected meth as well as baggies, scales, and a firearm. In Hazard, officials say a vehicle was seen trying to do donuts in the Daniel Boone Plaza parking lot, causing the driver to lose control and crash into the shoe show storefront. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino has the latest.
I'm here at the Shoe Show Megastore where you can see the destruction behind me. Police say that a vehicle crashed into the building late Monday night. The Hazard Police Department responded to a vehicle driving recklessly in the Daniel Boone Plaza parking lot and ultimately crashing into the storefront around midnight. Police say when they arrived, the vehicle and driver had fled the scene, but pieces of the vehicle still there. Those pieces were taken for evidence and police began to investigate footage.
Officers were able to determine a suspect through video footage, and that suspect several hours later turned himself in a Kentucky State Police post.
The suspect, whose name has not been released, was taken to the police department for further investigation. The suspect is now at the Kentucky River Regional Jail. Officials say no one was injured.
Luckily, somebody wasn't walking through there at the time, or if you had 2 witness statements that seen it, so there was people in the parking lot at that point. So just luckily it was a building and not somebody.
The store manager did decline to make a comment for the time being, but employees tell me they were shocked to hear the news early this morning. The store is being surveillanced 24/7, and obviously it'll be closed until further notice. In Perry County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
The suspect is being charged with criminal mischief, reckless driving, and leaving the scene of an accident. As we first reported Monday night, police say a man shot and killed his girlfriend, then killed himself at a home in Lee County. Police say the 2 people are Beryl Ashcraft Jr., a special deputy at the Lee County Sheriff's Office, and his girlfriend, Haley Davidson, a social worker for the state. Travis Davidson, Haley's estranged husband, says he saw signs of abuse, but says Haley never wanted to report it.
And now my kids are going to have to grow up without a mother because of him being selfish.
Governor Andy Beshear says crisis support will be provided to Haley Davidson's team members. Bashir also commented on the death of Haley Davidson, saying, quote, "Please join Brittany and me and all of Team Kentucky in praying for her family and loved ones during this unimaginable time. We'll also be providing crisis support to Haley's team members who are mourning her loss." In Whitley County, the case of a man accused of vandalizing cemetery headstones is now headed to a grand jury. The move came during a preliminary hearing yesterday morning. Laurel Griffith is charged with possession of a controlled substance and violating graves. Earlier this month, multiple headstone markers and ornaments at the Hamblin Gibbs Cemetery were defaced and damaged. Griffith admitted to the vandalism and expressed remorse when he was arrested. The next phase in the prosecution in the Crystal Rogers case begins next Tuesday in Warren County. Steve Lawson was convicted last month. Now his son Joseph Lawson and Brooks Houck, Rogers' boyfriend, will face a jury. The prosecution will have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that Joseph is guilty of tampering and conspiracy. A jury will have to go beyond that for Houck. He faces complicity, meaning prosecutors claim he actually participated in Rogers' murder. A man is suing a Kentucky State Police trooper, claiming they repeatedly tased him during a traffic stop. The lawsuit filed Monday claims trooper James Wright used excessive force during a traffic stop in June of last year. It also claims Dawson Blevins' constitutional rights were violated. Blevins says he was a passenger in the vehicle when it happened. The suit says Wright told Blevins and the driver to get out of the car so he could search for drugs.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, Mama. Oh. Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
Blevins later claims Wright tased him several times without giving him a chance to comply with demands. Blevins is seeking monetary damages and a jury trial. Our sister station in Louisville reached out to KSP for comment and are waiting to hear back. Deputies with the Laurel County Sheriff's Office are warning folks about a scam alert. This scam involves a text message about an Apple approval notice. The scam text claims that someone's Apple iCloud ID was used at an Apple store for nearly $144. According to deputies, it also says your photos, data, bank info, and cards are at risk. They say you can submit a complaint to the FTC by calling 1-877-382-4357. Flash flooding took over some parts of central Kentucky Monday night, including Elizabethtown in Hardin County. Waters from this flash flooding have receded, but the cleanup process is now underway. The intense rainfall sent dirt and clay from one construction site across the street into Janie Hornback's driveway and garage, covering it with sludge.
It was a mess. And then you can see on the driveway was even worse than that last night. It was red clay all up through here and old red water.
No injuries have been reported, but it's something that's leaving people like Hornback on edge. Well, cleanup continues in Pulaski County more than 1 month after the deadly tornado ripped through that area. As survivors sift through debris for anything they can salvage, the rest of the rubble is processing at a compost site. Pulaski County's Deputy Judge Jeff Wilson says it's been a county-wide effort to get these communities cleaned up. He says it's jarring to find someone's personal items in the rubble.
Stuff in that pile that it's been a lifetime of someone's savings and personal property just got mixed up. There's everything in there from pictures to their beds, couches, chairs, you name it, everything they own.
The county compost site is open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 4, but if those hours don't work for you, Wilson says they can find a time that does. Well, if you do plan on being in downtown Lexington, officials say to expect an increased police presence in that area. The University of Kentucky Police Department is hosting a tactical law enforcement exercise. It'll happen during business hours on South Broadway Street. Parking in the area could be impacted, but there is no risk to the public. Well, if you're looking to apply for the medical assisting program at Ashland Community and Technical College, you have about 2 weeks left to do so. ACTC officials say this program gives students the opportunity to become a multi-skilled professional, an essential member of a healthcare team as a medical assistant by earning their certificate in only 10 months. For more information, you can go to ashland.kctcs.edu. You have until June 30th to apply. Tourism officials in Pulaski County say a ribbon cutting is happening today. There will be an installation of a new wayfinding signage system across Lake Cumberland with a ribbon cutting at 11 o'clock in Russell County. The project is funded by the ARPA through the Kentucky Department of Tourism. It'll allow people in Russell, Wayne, Pulaski, Clinton, and McCreary counties on Lake Cumberland to enhance navigation with 75 sign locations and 20 informational kiosks. Well, we're a little more than 2 weeks away from the annual WYMT Summer Blood Drive. This blood drive happening from 3 until 7 on Wednesday, July 2nd. It'll be right outside our station at 199 Black Gold Boulevard. You do have to be at least 17 years old to donate, but if you're 16, you can do so with parental consent. But if you do donate, you'll get a limited edition Kentucky Donor t-shirt while those supplies last. Food City is giving you a chance to win a Blackstone grill and more. 12 participants will also win a Pepsi and Frito-Lay prize pack as well as a Food City gift card. It's part of Food City's Pepsi and Frito-Lay Cool Sips and Crispy Chips sweepstakes. To register and see official rules, you can go to WYMT.com/contest. You do have to be at least 18 years old and in the WYMT viewing area to be eligible. The sweepstakes ends July 8th. It's 5:42.